Alright, I think we're live, and I think I've got everything set up decently. I probably should have set some of these details before going live. I will get better at this thing over time. But mostly I'm just trying to keep my special person entertained on their commute home from work. They've got a nearly 2-hour commute one way on the train. So we are going to play some Peglin. All right. All right. Now, I still have not figured out a great solution for chat here. So what I'm gonna try is we're just gonna do Peglin in a window instead of full screen and see if that works. Then I can shrink this down and throw it up in front of the YouTube live streaming dashboard and have chat open. This is not gonna make the best YouTube video of all time, but I am allowed to guess and check while I'm learning. So for those of you who haven't watched Peglin before, or haven't seen me do challenge modes before, cruciball, yet another pun, is the challenge mode. So every level of cruciball increases how many of these modifiers are added. I've beaten 10, which, as you can see, removes a lot of stuff. Alright, beaten 9. Next up is 10. We're going to try and beat 10. So basically, the goal for this stream is to get through Crucible difficulty 10 before my spouse gets home. We'll see if it works. I think we're going to take enhanced gunpowder. None of those are particularly amazing, but we'll see how this goes. Alright, I should turn on music. Alrighty. So this Dagorp is absolutely useless because of where that crit is. We're off to a great start. Oh, okay. Fair. Fair enough. Enhanced gunpowder was apparently completely the play, because that is the easiest time I have ever had on that fight. I would really like to hit one of these shops. I think this one is going to be easier to hit. We're going to be a little bit greedy because I have more HP than I'm used to having at the end of that fight. Okay. We're just going to hard push for bombs here. Because I think that's the situation that ends up the nicest for us. I'm honestly more scared of the bat than the slime. So we're gonna just take care of him. I should have just chucked that because all I had to do was hit 2 pegs. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to leave early because I have the car today because I had a doctor's appointment. So I'm going to have to go get our dear lopsided butterfly from the train station, which is important for me to remember because that will mean the stream has to end early, comparatively. Okay, so I can't get both shops. I think taking the extra fights for extra gold to get to this later shop is the better play here. As long as I can keep being more or less successful at not taking a butt ton of damage. Okay. Now I feel comfortable throwing this bomb away. I would really like to get that bomb over there in the corner. I have no... Oh, there we go. I got it. Cool. I was going to say I have no clue if I can hit that with any level of reliability, but apparently I can. Okay. I don't know why I would target that guy when the bat is about to damage me. Alright. Getting out of here with only 2 damage is honestly really good for me. Normally, I am significantly worse at this. Poltergeist is tempting. It attacks all enemies, which is really, really useful, especially on later floors. I think I'm going to take it. But we're not going to upgrade it because, again, we're hoarding gold. Alright. This is a fight that I am still not sure how to do. It got added to the game literally months ago, and I cannot do it with any level of reliability. Okay, so the ideal shot here hits this refresh and then gets trapped in there and gets all of those bombs. We'll see if we get it. There we go. Told you that was good. I feel like my voice is a little loud, so we're just going to turn the mic down slightly. Tell me if that works or if I should turn it back up. A little... What's a little hot? Well, not hitting that crit was not my favorite thing that could have happened there. Oh, thank you, I appreciate that. Unfortunately, this is not an ASMR channel, nor will it ever be. Perfect. I am very glad to hear that. Please, can we just hit this refresh? That is all I wanted from you, was to hit that refresh. Okay. I don't know if we're gonna get good damage run out here, but we can at least definitely hit the refresh. Okay. We'll take that. Oh, especially since it also came up next. Okay. Man, that was an unfortunate bit of bounce there, wasn't it? I would have really liked if that crit was somewhere super easy to guarantee. I'm gonna greed here. I should not have greeded. Man, I do not know what I should be doing in this. When the refresh gets difficult to hit like that, you just kind of get a little bit boned over. Oh my lord. I really needed to hit that bank shot. Or that one works, I guess. Okay. We're gonna go with this. I was hoping it would bounce into the bomb. Okay, we're done now. Hello, Christian. How are you doing? I don't want to heal because I'm about to go to the shop. This is probably stupid, but I'm gonna hoard gold. We're gonna keep hoarding. Always hoard, right? Okay. This is good to get early on. This is good to get early on. We will take both of those. I don't care about any of those orbs, though. I'm doing good. I had a doctor's appointment today that was neither here nor there. Sure, we'll take bad cheese. Okay, intentional oboe is fantastic, especially since I'm being a moron. But so is heavy shaft potion. I mean, who doesn't love a heavy shaft, right? I don't currently have healing. And with the tactical treat, I'm gonna have less of a, like, oh, crits get absolutely, or refreshes just get absolutely out of reach. So we're gonna take the oboe. I might come to regret that, we'll see. We're gonna take this chest as well. Oh yes, healing, fantastic. I would like to take both of these, but I only can get one, so we'll take the steak. Thank you, Christian. So, I've been thinking about it. Christian, J already knows this, but you don't, so congrats. You get to be the first non-J person to hear about this idea. I want to do like a viewer milestone where I'm gonna go all out for this, but I want to get a brand new in-box copy of the Emerald Knight. You know that the green train that I love and adore, which is like $600. It's not cheap. I've picked up I think a full 5 times 8 is 40. Yeah, a full 40 hours of work to be able to afford this. But I'm going to get a new in-box copy of the Emerald Knight, and I'm going to put it behind me in like the streaming backdrop area. And then say when we hit some milestone, I don't know, like 500 subscribers maybe, I'm gonna unbox it and build it on stream. Things are getting better financially, but it is a grind, very much so. But yeah, because clickbait is always good. Oh, frick, yes! Okay. Duplication potion is absolutely perfect here because both my crits and my refreshes move. So that is exactly what we like to see here. I'm going to get a new in-box copy of the Emerald Knight. It's going to cost me $600. I'm working 40 hours over the course of the next 2 weeks to be able to afford that. But then when we hit like 100 subs, what I'm going to do is unbox it. I'm going to make a huge clickbaity deal out of it, because it's a set that goes for $400 not in box and $600 in box. And so I'm gonna title the clickbaity part like pouring $200 down the drain to celebrate my subs or something, you know, aggressively clickbaity, like that. I think this bomb in the other corner is lit, so I feel like maybe that's a better thing to be aiming for. Yeah, for Pete's sake. Awesome. I would love to see her show up on stream. Wow, my aim is garbage, but we still survived. Alright, we're gonna heal here. And, you know, then what I can do is I can have my, nice, butterfly. But what I can do is, or what I'm thinking about doing, Jay, you haven't heard about this idea, is, there's 4 seats in the Emerald Knight, right? In the carriage in the back. And I think it would actually be kind of really cool to do something like, open YouTube channel memberships or something like that, and say, hey, the first 4 channel members to join the channel get to pick out some Lego minifigure of their choice, and I will put it in the passenger cabin of the Emerald Knight, and those 4 people will be immortalized in the stream backdrop as they get to be passengers on the hype train. I think that'd be a really cool way to kind of memorialize my first handful of viewers, and kind of drive some community engagement, right? It makes it a really fun event for people who watch the stream. And then the other thing I can do, I can milk this for 2 videos, because once I get the new in-box Emerald Knight, I do the stream on that or whatever, that'll be my display Emerald Knight, because it'll have all of the, you know, stickers and stuff, which I realized the other day. I went through the Emerald Knight instruction manual because I was fixated and bored, and I discovered that my used copy is missing stickers, and it's... Yes, you are, Butterfly. But it's not worth it to me to try and get those stickers, like, replaced, because, it's literally like $50 for a copy of the sticker sheet from this set, because it's like a 2011 collector's item. And so what I want to do is, you know, make that brand new copy of the set the one that I display. I've already cooked up like a display platform, and I'm thinking I'm going to do like a custom Ultimate Collector Series plaque type business. And then the used one, the less pretty one that's missing stickers and stuff, I can use to, gosh, I can never figure out how to do this boss fight effectively. We may try restarting this boss fight because I've just played it very poorly. Yeah, I'm gonna save scum here. Then I could do a video that I would love to do, and I was just kind of writing off as not possible previously, where I take the used and kind of scuffed copy of the Emerald Knight that I have and take it apart and use that to do a like redesigning this classic Lego set for the modern era type of video. Which, even if that only got like the most diehard Lego Trains fans, would still be a really fun video to have on my channel, you know? Be very aggressively me. Okay, that was a significantly better Poltergeist. I really wish I had Round Guard. Because I am just having a devil of a time getting meaningful damage on this guy. We're gonna save scum again. I probably should have been upgrading orbs. Yeah, Butterfly, that's something I was thinking about, was a number of people I follow on social media and YouTube who are like super intense Lego train collectors and stuff like that, will even have copies of the Emerald Knight and talk about how it's the coolest train Lego's ever done because just everybody thinks that. And be going on about that, and then people will be like, so why isn't it part of your train layout? You know, they've got a huge room that's just full of Lego trains. And they're like, yeah, it motorizes really poorly. Something about the way that the drive pistons are designed causes them to stick really bad. And so it'll just get trapped somewhere in your layout when the wheels stop working. And so something I would really like to do is do like a, hey, this is a modification for the Emerald Knight that will allow it to effectively be motorized. Because an icon like that deserves to be a meaningful part of the layout. And so then I could have my, you know, new era rebuilt with modern parts and everything copy of the Emerald Knight. Yeah, exactly, redesign those. Good lord, I have got to get more than like 3 damage. This run might be just destined to fail and I might have to start over. Cruciball is hard, y'all. But yeah, I could replace the drive pistons, get some better design going in there, and properly motorize it, and then it could end up being an actual part of my layout. And so I could have the classic Emerald Knight that's got all the original stickers and all of the like old parts that have outdated molds that don't work properly and stuff. And have that be a display piece and get like a acrylic display case and everything for that, and then have my modern one where I've reworked it with the new curved slope pieces and stuff, so it's just all beautiful and sleek, and have that one work with motorization and be able to actually go around a layout, which would just be absolute dream city for me. Little itty bitty Michael hundreds of years ago at this point, had, I think it was a VHS, that was like tours of some of the biggest model train layouts in the world. It was super cool. There was like people who had like, those old West trellis bridges where it's just layers of X bracing all the way up across a mountain gorge type vibe. There was a person who had one of those that was like from the floor up to his chest that the trains would go across and stuff like that. And I just always assumed growing up that that was the kind of thing that I was never going to be able to have. And so the idea that not only could I get to have that, but I could get to make it out of Lego is so freaking cool. And the idea that I could redesign my childhood icon to be a part of that childhood dream is just... I mean, it's sappy as fuck, right? But it's so cool at the same time. It makes me really happy. Ooh, fireballs. Fireballs could be interesting. They ignite bombs in one hit. I think they do self-damage when fired, which I'm not super keen on. But we're gonna try them. Yeah, so Christian, the problem in the Old West was that bridges were too much of the bomb diggity. Something train robbery. Which, interestingly, actually would constitute, I think, a literal and direct reference to the Lego movie. It's been a minute since I've seen that, but if memory serves, they do blow up like an Old West bridge, right? I'm not crazy? Yeah, that would be really fun for a layout, especially if you were gonna do like a full-blown Old West layout. There's a guy I follow, who's a German Lego hobbyist. I think his handle is Brickcrafts. Who does he's got like a proper classic Lego city, but he's also got an Old West layout. That's just cool as all get out. And it'd be cool to put like a destroyed rail bridge in something like that. But I, wouldn't want that to be in the same layout as, like, wow, we got everything down that column except the refresh. I don't think I'd want something like that in a layout where I'm actually running my trains unless I had enough space to do like a siding or a secondary train line or something that I didn't actually need to be running the trains on. Because the other day I knocked my Emerald Knight off of my bookshelf because my desk chair just absolutely is garbage, right? And it fell on the floor and broke because that's what Legos do when they fall on the floor. And I very nearly broke down crying. If I hadn't spent most of that evening going through the instructions and figured out how the thing went together already, I probably would have cried, but fortunately I was able to put it back together pretty easily. I'm not sure which one of these is best here. This one's +1 crit damage, this one is +1, or +2 non-crit damage every time I reload. I think Molten Gold is really good early game. So I'm going to take that just because there's more shops on this floor, and that has the potential to, I think, yeah. I mean, it's over there. Yeah, I'll take that. Um, I think having the extra gold for those is going to be good. Hyperfocus and hyperfixation, actually, both at the same time. See, if I'd known I was going to get this literally immediately, I would have skipped the fireballs, but it's fine. This is basically worthless to me. It's essentially the equivalent of like 2 damage per shot max. So we're going to take this anyway, and just be sad about the fireballs. I mean, maybe they'll help with the next floor when I have to deal with shielded enemies, because upgraded fireballs do instant pierce shields. That was unfortunate. We'll have to see. Yeah, I've been thinking about like other ways to drive stream engagement, right? One thing I think could be fun. I don't know how aggressively I want to try and push like monetizing this jobby. Because obviously it's off-putting when you're like just begging for money constantly, right? But something else that I love the idea of, that might be a further down the line thing, but could be a really fun thing nonetheless, would be Streamlabs has this functionality where you can like put up a leaderboard for who's donated the most or cheered the most or whatever you want to call it in a month and stuff like that. I don't know if YouTube has the like donation and cheering functionality or not. I'll have to do some research into that. But I think it would be like a really fun stream reward or engagement reward if I ran a donor leaderboard and then said the people who are at the top of that leaderboard at the end of each month get to choose which minifigures go in the like light rail that's going to be in the city, this one, because the light rail seats 10 people if we count both cars, or 5 people if you only load up one car. But I could, especially in a hypothetical future where I think this is better, in a hypothetical future where I have a big enough city layout, I have the real estate to actually have a train loop that the train runs through, it would be really fun to be like, hey, getting to the top of the donations leaderboard gets you a seat on the hype train for the following month, right? And then the hype train is a literal train. Let's see. Extra refresh is decent. Super boots are really good. But I think I want different healing. I think we take the fresh bandana here. The tricky question, yeah, exactly, lopsided butterfly. The tricky question then becomes, how much of my channel do I want to brand around trains? Because I definitely would watch the heck out of a YouTube channel where the entire branding was just trains and Legos and video games. Like, that is so violently me. But I don't know if that's like a sustainable long-term identity for a YouTube channel, you know? I mean, I've branded my life around Legos and Iron Man. Trains are making a comeback, though, so I guess maybe you've got a point there, Christian. Um, what should I wear? A conductor hat would be hilarious. It'd be especially good just considering how much gaming terminology has, like, a surreal minor overlap with train terminology, like hype train and stuff like that. One thing I was considering when I was on Twitch instead of YouTube, I don't think YouTube has the functionality that I needed to do this, but, you know, as someone who's bi-gender and kind of presents both ways, not Steam, Twitch has this functionality where people can get points by watching your stream, like spending time in stream, they accumulate these points. Ooh. These are tempting. I think wall chicken is my best option just because I'm doing poorly on health. And so hopefully that will help us actually survive this upcoming boss fight. But people can accumulate channel points over time by just being present on your stream. And I thought it would be hilarious if I did a stream channel point reward, because as you save up channel points, you get to spend them on rewards in stream, right? And I thought it would be hilarious to do a channel point reward for changing my gender. Where it's like, oh, you saved up 500 channel points, you can now make me go in the other room and switch from t-shirt and pants to a dress or vice versa. It's like the unhinged... Yeah, exactly. It's the streaming equivalent of the Freudian slippers from Munchkin. Right, Christian? And so, if I wanted to again, I don't even know if this is possible on YouTube, so if there's anybody in chat who happens to be familiar with, like, watch time rewards on YouTube streams, I would love to hear insights that are available. That bomb just decided that I was absolutely not going to have a good time with that orb. Something else I could do if I wanted to expand on the options for that a little bit might be just having a selection of characters, and then people can redeem channel points or the hypothetical YouTube equivalent to make me switch characters, right? And so I could have the train conductor character, and I could have the e-girl character, and I could have the generic gamer character, or whatever. And obviously, I'm not gonna, like, start acting on stream, but giving chat control of outfits is just kind of a fun little bit of engagement, you know? I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking engagement, but it just seems to me like an absolutely integral part of making and maintaining a stream. Because live streams where I get to participate in some way, shape, or form are so much cooler than live streams where I'm kind of just a passive participant, you know? I'm curious if other people have that experience, because it's honestly the exact opposite experience. Oh yeah, we're gonna have no issues against this guy. But it's basically the exact opposite of the experience I have in any, like, real world social situation, right? Um, because in those social situations, I'm always just feeling, I would like to be done now. Can we go home? Is that an option? Um, but in streams, I really actually would like to be engaged in what's going on. Okay. The more refreshes I hit here, the better I do against this boss, because every time I refresh, I heal. Moving them outside of the central, I don't want to call it an arena, but arena, is a cruel thing to do, game. So you're going to do it twice. Jeez. I should maybe be skipping the... Good lord, that was satisfying. Alrighty. Electromagnet for the win. I think we're gonna upgrade this. Oh yes. Increased duration on the magnet is absolutely fantastic here. Oh, yes! Alright, we're going double magnets, y'all. The magnet orb is just going to be stuck forever. Not forever, the effect wears off after a little bit of time. But I hope those durations stack. I don't actually know that for sure. I might have just, wasted the potential of my actual magnet here. But if they stack, then that is absolutely amazing. Okay, the hope is just for this to hit some bombs, which of course it isn't going to. There we go. Man, these shield guys are just a pain to deal with, and I do not understand what the counterplay is. Okay. Man, healers, enemy healers in video games never feel good. It feels so crummy to be doing decently and have the enemies just... I got better. Where were those damage numbers the first round of shots? Although, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm glad you do Butterfly, because it's my least favorite part of this freaking game. Oh, come on. Several of the pegboards in the castle are just absolutely horrible to fight. Shops are all the way at the bottom, so I think I can heal without feeling guilty about it. And I'm just going to upgrade these each, because I think that they pen shields with an upgrade or two. Okay, this is interesting. I think I'm inclined to embrace the energy at this point. Because having my stones not suck is gonna be more impactful long term than having one fewer stones, I think. Man, those shields are just brutal. We're gonna skip directly to the fireball here so that I can actually get shield damage with this one. Okay. We'll target the crit here. The most satisfying thing that ever happens with the magnet is when you get those upside down power slides that would just not be even an option otherwise. Okay, the shield has 7 HP, which means that I need 14 damage to kill it. So I think we'll be able to manage that just fine. Yeah, sometimes the magnet absolutely borks your power slides, and sometimes the magnet just creates one for you. It's fantastic. And then you get situations like that where there's like 6 connected refreshes, and you just get to slide back and forth. It's fantastic. Man, I am on the struggle bus. I need to actually develop a synergy soon, and I'm not sure what my options are even for that. I'm gonna heal again. We're gonna upgrade the other fireball. I think next chance I get to remove an orb, I actually might get rid of the dag orb. Since it's the lowest level and I have better options, I'm not sure. Okay. This is a very difficult pegboard. Especially given my current lineup, we may straight up lose the run here. I'm annoyed because that would have killed that guy if he hadn't had his shield. His shield only had 10 HP left. I would love to detonate those last 2 bombs right now. I don't know if it's going to be possible for me to do that on purpose. Okay. We're doing surprisingly all right. I still don't think we're gonna be able to make this. We're gonna give it one more save scummy shot, and then if that fails, we're just gonna cut our losses. All right, getting a crit opportunity with the dag orb early on this is I'm just annoyed enough about that we're just gonna do it again. Which guy with the sword butterfly? All of them have swords. There we go. How much HP does his shield have? Is that number 175? Cripes. On the flip side, it's actually kind of really good that we didn't detonate any bombs prior to this point, because that means we're getting close to maximum value for any bombs we do end up detonating. Let's get that bomb. Okay, this is going meaningfully better than the last one did. Okay. So yeah, Butterfly, which sword guy do you like? Dang, okay, that was close. Yeah, this high up into Crucible, you really need to get synergies going to be able to actually, like, make things work. And if you get unlucky, you just really don't get to go anywhere. Which is a little frustrating, but it's fine. I think maybe something I need to get better at in this game is not greeting when it comes to either upgrading orbs too much or hoarding money in the name of some hypothetical future upgrade. Because I have a tendency to not take orbs unless they're perfect, and I should really be taking any orb that is potentially going to be synergistic with my build. Like right now, I have crit-based relics. I should be taking orbs that scale off of crit damage. Like if I see an all orb nothing, I should not be greeting about it. Like here, exactly. I would like that cruciball in the middle, please. Unfortunately, I have absolutely no clue how to guarantee a middle spot on this map. Refresh orb's not bad. I'll take it. I got everything I didn't want that map. I do want this cruciball though. I don't know if I care at this point. Jesus, take the wheel. I can duplicate an orb. I think we duplicate the dag orb here. So this is turning into a aggressively straightforward crit build. I think Strange Brew is more interesting than Rallying Heart here. So ideally, unless I pull... Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, sad. I'll take a random orb then. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Mother lover. I cannot navigate to save my life this run. That was a lot of wasted damage. Let's see if we can get this bomb. Well, I killed the front guy at least. Man, that refresh is in just the worst spot, isn't it? There we go. Freaking finally. That was not what I was hoping was going to happen there. I'm going to be real with you guys. Side note, I tell you right now, the number one relic I want right now is Cookie. Cookie heals you on refresh, which basically turns the refresh orb into a ooh. I think we want the extra crits. I think that synergizes with my build. I think that synergizes. I think I'm gonna take the refresh synergy. I think having cruciball offsets. Okay, if I can get across to here, basic blade isn't bad, but it's not what I would have liked there. All right. I'm gonna take the extra refresh synergy. And we're just gonna hope and pray for Cookie. I kind of want to rush Tier 3 Refresh Orb because Tier 3 Refresh Orb will refresh the board every single time I throw it, guaranteed. Although the more... this is a doozy, isn't it? You know what? It got us a kill. As will that. We will take that. I would really love to get a second bomb right now, which I think I'm about to do, yes. I'm actually going to start with the cruciball. Guaranteed crits is nice. We're not doing quite as well for damage as we were last run, and I don't have quite as good defense as I did last run, so this is anybody's guess. I really wish it would give me the mole, because I feel like the mole is the better boss. Like, I hate Jello pudding. Jello. I hate both. So I don't mind beating up a sentient Jello, apparently. But boy, do I find this one hard to actually... consistently beat. The cruciball is helping though, definitely. I cannot believe it. I think we are exactly one bounce shy of getting a refresh there. We're gonna see how this goes. Oh, it won't let me. Sad. Tried to start over. Man, this is tricky. Right, I'm looking at the time. I think I actually need to get going. If I'm going to pick my spouse up from the train station on time. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. Good short stream. We actually got 4 people on stream. I am surprised about that. Well, maybe not surprised. I'm grateful. I'm pleasantly surprised. It was great to have you guys, and I hopefully in the next couple weeks, the next 2 weeks I have long shifts at work on Tuesday and Thursday, and so that will restrict a little bit. But hopefully after that, I'm looking at like an 11 to 4 daily stream schedule, weekdays. Let me know if that's something that y'all would tune into consistently. I think the consistency will help me actually be able to be consistent and do what I want, in terms of streaming for myself. But also, if there's a different schedule that would be more accessible or appealing, I would love to know what that is. Alright,